Hey guys, so in this video I'll be showing you how to build a WordPress plugin from scratch. So if this is something you'd like to learn how to do, then watch this video. Okay, so first I'll just open up your code editor of choice. So I'll just use VS Code and then I'll just create a new file. So first open up a workspace or folder, and then I'll call this announcementbar.php. Okay, and then I'll just open up the PHP tags here. Okay, and then we'll just name our plugin here. So this is required for setting up a plugin. So plugin name, announcement bar, and then just description. So we'll just use what they're suggesting here in Copilot. Version 1.0, an author, Maplet Media. Okay, great. So now let's start creating our plugin underneath here. So let me just close off the PHP tag. Okay, so first we'll create a function. So function announcement bar. So ADP display bar. Okay, and then I'll open up this function. And then first will be the message. So message. Okay, so we can use what they're suggesting here. Okay, so I'll just go over it. So this option is the initial announcement. So this is the text. And then we have the background color. So instead of color, I'll be more descriptive and name this background color, as well as the variable name. Okay, so let's just use white. And then for the text, it could be white here. And then for the background, it'll be black. Okay, and save this. So 0, 0, 0, 0, and then F, 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 F. Okay, and then so they have the text color, so that's good. So next we need the link. So this is where the announcement bar will link. So it'll be an option we can set. So let's get option. ABP link, and then the default value. So it'll just be empty. And then next is visibility. So you can enable or disable the announcement bar. So it's equal to get option. ABP visible, and the default value is 1, which is true. Okay, and then save this, and then we don't need this one here, so we'll just write our logic. So if not visible, then return. Okay, else we'll just echo out our banner here. So echo, then open up our quotes. So this will be a div style is equal to background. Okay, and then we'll call in our variable for background color. So esc.attribute background color. Okay, and then add in the text color. Okay, we can autocomplete this here, what they suggest. So I'll just double check. Okay, and then over here, they just added padding. So just double check that they have that correct. So padding of center position. So in this case, I want it sticky. Top 0 with 100% and z index of 999. So it's takes top priority. Okay, so that's good. Okay, then underneath, if there's a link. Okay, so we can use their autocomplete here and then just double check. Okay, so it's taking their URL and then applying our colors here. Okay, and then just in between here, I'll just add a text decoration of none. Okay, so quotes, semicolon, text decoration none. Okay, and then dot and okay, so this is good. And then I'll echo in our message. Okay, and then we'll just close in that final div. So we'll do echo div. Okay, and then outside of this function, we'll add that action. So this will run the function here. So we'll have it run before the body. So it's up at the top. So body open and run that function. Okay, and then save. Okay, so next I'll set up the settings page. Okay, so we can go over here and then I'll add action, admin menu. So they already seem to understand our plugin here with Copilot. So add option page, announcement bar settings. Okay, so just the second one here, we need to revise. So this will be called ABP settings instead of announcement bar. So ABP settings. Okay, and then I'll run the options here. So function ABP settings page. Okay, so I'll just write out the structure of the form. So it'll be a div with a class of wrap. Okay, and it'll be h1 announcement bar settings. And then I'll add in the form here. So it'll be a form post, and then the action will be options.php. Okay, and then I'll open this up. Okay, so we can use the autocomplete here. It seems to be useful. Okay, and then up here we need the submit button. Okay, and then just close off the PHP tag here. Okay, and then underneath here, I'll start adding the actions for the admin. Okay, so add action, admin underscore init. Okay, and then we can use their autocomplete here. Okay, so just double check that the variables are correct. So these are just the setting groups. Okay, so is this correct? And then we'll add the settings here and then the fields. Okay, great. So this looks good. Now what we're going to do is take our folder and compress it so we can upload it to our WordPress website to test. So let's do that now. Okay, so here I am in the WordPress dashboard. I'm going to go to plugins and add plugin. Okay, then click upload plugin and drag in the zip file and install. Okay, great. Activate plugin. Okay, so the plugin here has been installed, but when we activate it, it triggers a fatal error. So let's just double check the issue. So back in VS Code. Okay, so I see the issue here. So it's just the typo here for function. So just fix that. Okay, and then over here with the form as well, it should be method, not action for the post there. Okay, and just over here, and the echo just forgot to open up the bracket there. Okay, and save that. Okay, great. So this looks good. So I'll save this and I'll recompress. Okay, and back to the WordPress website. I'll just delete this one and re-upload our new version. Okay, activate. Okay, awesome. So it's been activated, and then we can go over to our settings here, and we can see we have the announcement bar plugin available. So let's say testing announcement bar. Then I can link to my website. Okay, and you can choose whether to display the bar or not. Okay, so save change. And then go to the home page here. Awesome. So our announcement bar is working here. And if you click it, it goes to the link that you selected. So this concludes the end of the video. I hope you're able to follow along and learn more about building plugins on WordPress. If you need any help with any web development projects, then you can contact me at mapletmedia.ca. Please like and subscribe to stay up to date on my latest videos, and thanks for watching.